In September 2022, an extraordinary event captured the imagination of religious scholars, esoteric thinkers, and curious minds worldwide. A shipment of 5 red heifers meticulously bred by ranchers in Texas arrived in Israel, igniting a wave of excitement among Jewish communities, spiritual seekers, and those intrigued by ancient prophecies. These crimson cows, rare and laden with symbolic weight, sparked intense speculation about their significance. Why do these animals command such attention? What do they portend for Israel and the global stage? To unravel this enigma, we turn to the cryptic quatrains of Nostradamus, the 16th century French seer, whose verses have long been interpreted as glimpses into humanity's future. His predictions, veiled in metaphor, appear to resonate with the arrival of these heifers and the potential reconstruction of the Third Temple on Mount Moriah, a site steeped in historical, cultural, and spiritual significance. Nostradamus's prophecies have fascinated generations, offering tantalizing hints of wars, upheavals, and transformative figures. Within Jewish tradition, the red heifer is a sacred symbol essential for rituals of purification and the restoration of the Third Temple, believed to usher in a messianic era. Could these heifers align with Nostradamus's visions of a world on the brink of monumental change? Are we witnessing the prelude to a new epic, as his quatrains suggest? This exploration delves into Nostradamus's predictions, the cultural and historical role of the red heifer, and the far-reaching implications of the Third Temple's revival. We invite you to reflect. Could these heifers herald the dramatic shifts Nostradamus foretold? Share your thoughts as we embark on this journey into prophecy and possibility. A timeless aspiration, the Third Temple and the red heifer. The destruction of the Second Temple in 70 CE by the Roman Empire left an indelible mark on the Jewish people, fueling two enduring aspirations: the rebuilding of the sacred temple and the dawn of a redemptive era. These dreams, woven into the fabric of Jewish identity, have persisted through centuries of exile, persecution, and hope. The arrival of the 5 red heifers in 2022 has reignited these aspirations, suggesting that what once seemed unattainable may now be within reach. Nostradamus, renowned for his foresight into cycles of destruction and renewal, offers clues that resonate with this moment. In Century Quatrain 25, he writes, "The lost thing is discovered, hidden for many centuries. The shepherd will be honored as a demigod, and when the moon completes her great cycle, he will be dishonored by other winds." Interpreters suggest the lost thing could be the red heifer, absent for over 2,000 years, now rediscovered in our time. The shepherd may symbolize those leading the effort to restore the temple, while the moon's great cycle could point to a pivotal historical moment, such as the heifer's arrival in Israel. The other winds hint at challenges or opposition, perhaps reflecting the geopolitical complexities surrounding the Temple Mount. But what makes the red heifer so significant? How does it tie to the temple's reconstruction? And why does it echo Nostradamus's visions of global transformation? To the untrained eye, a red heifer might appear unremarkable, a mere farm animal. Yet in Jewish tradition, it holds profound importance, serving as a key to rituals that purify the impure and enable sacred worship. Nostradamus's quatrains, rich with symbols of renewal and spiritual awakening, seem to align with this role. In Century to Quatrain 28, he writes, "The great river will be crossed by the divine beast. Fire from the sky will descend. The sacred place will be restored, and the false one will deceive the nations." Could the divine beast be the red heifer crossing the Atlantic from America to Israel? The sacred place may refer to the Temple Mount, poised for restoration, while the false one suggests a deceptive figure emerging amidst these events. To understand these connections, we must explore the heifer's role in Jewish tradition and its potential alignment with Nostradamus's prophetic insights. The red heifer in Jewish tradition. In Jewish tradition, the red heifer is central to a ritual of purification rooted in ancient practices. The heifer, a female cow of pure red hue, free of physical defects and never yoked for labor, is sacrificed outside the community. Its ashes, mixed with water, are used to cleanse individuals deemed ritually impure, particularly those who have come into contact with death. This purification is essential for participating in temple worship, making the heifer a cornerstone of spiritual renewal. Though this ritual has not been performed for millennia due to the absence of a temple, its revival is seen as a prerequisite for rebuilding the Third Temple. Nostradamus's quatrains often allude to rituals that bridge the earthly and divine, and the red heifer fits this archetype. In Century 5, Quatrain 46, he writes, "Under the sacred color of red, the ancient rite will be renewed. From the east, a great law will rise and the world will tremble at its awakening." The sacred color of red likely points to the heifer, while the ancient rite aligns with the purification ritual. The east could symbolize Israel, where the great law of temple worship may be restored. The phrase "the world will tremble" suggests global repercussions mirroring the excitement and tension surrounding the heifer's arrival in 2022. Historically, Jewish tradition records only 9 red heifers used for purification, making the 10th a momentous event potentially tied to a new era. Nostradamus' focus on renewal and upheaval resonates with this anticipation, suggesting the heifers may herald a turning point in history. The ritual's specifics are stringent. The heifer must be entirely red without a single non-red hair and free of blemishes. It is slaughtered outside the community, its blood sprinkled toward the sanctuary, and its body burned with cedar wood, hyssop, and scarlet wool. The ashes collected and preserved are used in a cleansing mixture. This process, steeped in symbolism, reflects themes of purification and rebirth, which echo Nostradamus' recurring motifs of spiritual and societal transformation. His prophecies, though cryptic, seem to anticipate such a moment where an ancient practice reemerges to reshape the world. Nostradamus and the Third Temple. The Third Temple is a cornerstone of Jewish cultural and spiritual aspirations, symbolizing the restoration of a sacred connection to the divine. For centuries, its reconstruction has been a distant dream, but recent developments suggest it may be approaching reality. Nostradamus' prophecies often describe a time of profound change, marked by the revival of sacred sites and the rise of influential figures. In Century 9, Quatrain 92, he writes, "The king will want to enter the new city. Through its gates, the sacred fire will burn. The third will rise in the holy place, and the world will be divided by its shadow." The new city could be Jerusalem, with the sacred fire linked to the heifer's ritual burning. The third may refer to the Third Temple, its rise casting a shadow of division, perhaps the geopolitical and religious tensions surrounding the Temple Mount. Preparations for the temple are well underway. Architects have completed detailed plans modeled on Solomon's original design. Sacred vessels and furnishings have been crafted, and descendants of ancient priests are training for rituals, including the heifer's sacrifice. The arrival of the red heifers in 2022 is a critical milestone, enabling the purification needed for temple worship. Yet the Temple Mount's status as a holy site for Jews, Christians, and Muslims presents significant challenges. The Al-Aqsa Mosque and Dome of the Rock, constructed in the 7th century, stand on the site under Jordanian administration since the 1967 Six-Day War. Nostradamus' quatrains frequently predict conflict arising from sacred disputes. In Century 3, Quatrain 97, he writes, "In the city of God, a great discord will arise. The sacred rock will be contested. 2 rivers will join in strife, and the false prophet will emerge." The city of God likely refers to Jerusalem, with the sacred rock as the Temple Mount. The 2 rivers may symbolize the Jewish and Muslim communities, their strife reflecting tensions over the site. The false prophet could be a deceptive figure, perhaps a charismatic leader, who exploits these tensions for their own ends, a recurring theme in Nostradamus' predictions. The red heifer in modern context. The discovery of a red heifer in the United States in 2018, followed by the arrival of 5 more in 2022, marked a historic moment. The Temple Institute, a Jerusalem-based organization dedicated to temple restoration, announced these heifers as the first qualifying specimens in over 2,000 years. This milestone sent shockwaves through religious and esoteric circles, as it fulfilled a long-standing requirement for temple rituals. Nostradamus' Century 6, Quatrain 54, predicts, "From the distant land a sign will come. The beast of red will cross the sea. The ancient law will be fulfilled, and the world will await the great change." The distant land could be America, with the beast of red as the heifers crossing the Atlantic. The ancient law aligns with the purification ritual, and the great change suggests global implications from spiritual renewal to geopolitical shifts. Rabbi Chaim Richman, a prominent figure in the Temple Institute, has noted widespread curiosity about the heifers, though their exact location remains confidential to protect them from scrutiny or interference. These developments fuel speculation that the temple's reconstruction is imminent, aligning with Nostradamus' visions of a transformative era. The heifer's arrival has not gone unnoticed. Scholars of prophecy, religious leaders, and even political analysts have weighed in recognizing the potential for these animals to catalyze significant events. The Temple Institute's preparations are meticulous. Architectural plans are complete, priestly garments are ready, and training for rituals is ongoing. The heifers, as symbols of purity, are seen as the final piece in this intricate puzzle enabling the consecration of the temple and the resumption of ancient practices. Nostradamus' focus on symbols of renewal, fire beasts, and sacred rites seems to anticipate this moment, urging us to consider its broader implications. Geopolitical and cultural implications. The Temple Mount's status as a holy site for Jews, Christians, and Muslims makes it one of the most contested locations in the world. Any attempt to rebuild the Third Temple could ignite tensions, potentially leading to conflict. Arab leaders aware of the red heifer's arrival are preparing to defend their sacred sites, including the Al-Aqsa Mosque and Dome of the Rock. Nostradamus' century-weight quatrain Heifer warns the fire of conflict will burn in the east, the sacred mount will divide nations, a great deceiver will rise with honeyed words, and peace will be a fleeting illusion. This fire of conflict could reflect the escalating tensions in the Middle East with the sacred mount as the Temple Mount. The great deceiver may be a charismatic figure who brokers a temporary peace, allowing the temple's construction while pursuing a hidden agenda. Such a figure could exploit the aspirations of both Jews and Muslims, presenting themselves as a unifying leader only to reveal their true intentions later. This theme of deception is central to Nostradamus' prophecies, warning of leaders who manipulate sacred symbols for power. In Islamic tradition, the Dajjal, a figure of deception akin to the great deceiver, is expected to emerge as a sign of the end times. The Dajjal is believed to claim divinity, leading humanity astray before being defeated by the Mahdi and Jesus, a revered prophet in Islam. Nostradamus' Century 10, Quatrain 66 offers a parallel vision. The man from the sky will descend, the false one will be cast down, the sacred city will shine anew, and the world will find its balance. The man from the sky could symbolize a redemptive figure, with Jerusalem as the sacred city restored after conflict. The interplay of these prophecies across Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions underscores the global stakes of the red heifer and the Third Temple. The heifer's arrival has intensified these discussions, prompting questions about diplomacy, conflict, and the possibility of resolution. Could negotiations bridge the divide between Jewish and Muslim communities? What incentives might persuade Muslim leaders to allow the temple's construction? Could shifts in political or religious leadership pave the way for an agreement? Nostradamus' quatrains suggest that a charismatic figure might exploit this moment, brokering a peace deal that enables the temple's construction while advancing their own agenda. Such a scenario would align with his warnings of deception and temporary harmony, urging caution as we navigate this complex landscape. A persuasive vision. Nostradamus' enduring legacy. Nostradamus' quatrains, though enigmatic, offer a compelling framework for interpreting the red heifer's significance. His predictions of renewal, conflict, and deception resonate with the current moment as the heifer's arrival stirs hope and tension. The Third Temple represents more than a physical structure. It embodies a universal longing for spiritual restoration, a theme central to Nostradamus' work. In Century 4, Quatrain 25, he writes, "The hidden fire will be revealed. The ancient path will be walked again. The world will turn on its axis and the stars will sing a new song." The hidden fire could be the heifer's ritual, the ancient path, the temple's restoration, and the new song, a transformed world. These verses compel us to view the heifers as harbingers of change, urging us to prepare for a pivotal era. Nostradamus' ability to weave symbols of purification, conflict, and renewal into his prophecies makes them strikingly relevant to the heifer's arrival, inviting us to consider their broader implications. The red heifer's rarity enhances its mystique. Finding a cow that meets the stringent criteria, pure red without defect, never yoked, is a monumental task, making the 2018 and 2022 discoveries extraordinary. Nostradamus' focus on rare and symbolic events aligns with this, as he often highlighted moments that shift the course of history. The heifer's journey from Texas to Israel, crossing continents and cultures, mirrors his predictions of signs from distant lands. This global dimension underscores the event's significance, drawing attention from scholars, religious leaders, and lay people alike. Conclusion. Embracing the prophetic moment. The arrival of the red heifers in Israel is a profound event resonating with Nostradamus' visions of renewal, conflict, and transformation. For the Jewish people, the heifers signal the possibility of rebuilding the Third Temple, fulfilling centuries-old aspirations for spiritual restoration. For the world, they raise questions about conflict, deception, and the potential for resolution, as foretold in Nostradamus' quatrains. The Temple Mount's contested status underscores the challenges ahead, yet the heifer's presence suggests we are at a historic turning point. Nostradamus' prophecies invite us to view these events as part of a larger cosmic narrative. The divine beast crossing the sea, the sacred fire burning anew, and the great deceiver rising all point to a time of profound change. Whether this leads to peace or conflict, the heifer's arrival demands our attention. They challenge us to reflect on our place in history, our aspirations for the future, and our readiness for transformation. In Century 2 Quatrain 62, Nostradamus offers a final insight. The great light will shine from the east. The ancient truth will be restored. The world will weep and rejoice, and a new dawn will break. The red heifer, a symbol of purity and renewal, may be the great light Nostradamus foresaw guiding us toward a new era. Its arrival prompts us to consider the interplay of faith, culture, and geopolitics in shaping our world. The Third Temple, if built, could redefine Jerusalem's role as a spiritual and political center, fulfilling Nostradamus' predictions of a world turned on its axis. Yet his warnings of deception urge caution, reminding us to approach these events with discernment. The heifer's significance extends beyond religious boundaries, touching on universal themes of hope, conflict, and renewal. Nostradamus' quatrains, with their poetic ambiguity, allow for diverse interpretations, making them a powerful tool for understanding our time. The red heifer, though a humble creature, carries the weight of centuries of prophecy, inviting us to ponder its role in a rapidly changing world. Are we witnessing the prelude to a new epic? As Nostradamus envisioned, will the temple's reconstruction bring unity or division? These questions, rooted in his cryptic verses, compel us to engage with the present moment. As we navigate this prophetic landscape, Nostradamus' words urge vigilance and hope. The red heifer's arrival is a call to action, to study the past, reflect on the present, and prepare for the future. Whether viewed through the lens of Jewish tradition, global politics, or esoteric prophecy, this event challenges us to consider our role in history's unfolding narrative. Let us embrace this moment with open minds, ready to witness the unfolding of a destiny that could reshape our world, as Nostradamus' quatrains so vividly suggest.